Hello. How do we plot this set and drift of a current, especially if you're a second officer and you want to obtain the exact figures for your non-report, or if captain will instruct you to carry out the plotting so he can give and use it for a special purpose. Well, in this particular video, it is not that conventional because we're no longer using the chart or the paper charts. Instead, on board, I am paperless. I'm gonna show to you the technique, how I am carrying it out, and how I am obtaining those details, the speed, and the direction of the current using my ECDIS. Come on.
The plotting is simple and the principle is the same way as the conventional on the paper chart. But in here, just to make sure that you have the accurate information provided by your GPS for the COG, SOG, course over ground and speed over ground. Also the Doppler lag for the speed through the water and the heading. So the first procedure will be to plot first the vector of your course over ground and speed over ground. So I'm going to use here this quick distance tool, and somewhere on this pen you see the details for your direction and the range. So we're going to plot first 308 and 8.7. So you plot 308. I'm gonna edit this one, 308. (8.7) to be applied. Now we have the vector for the speed over ground and the course over ground. Second step is to plot the vector of your speed through the water and heading.
We have 313 degrees and 9.2 knots.
Yes, this must be right. Then you apply. Now you see, we successfully plotted our first vector, this one, which is the vector for GPS information, and the second coming from our Doppler lag for ECDIS, speed of the water, and for the heading. The last step will be to connect these two vectors.
To do that, we will use our cursor to create that last vector, which is the drift vector.
And then you see, you check the details. We have the bearing 188 and 093. That 188, or shall we say, that's southerly. And this 0.93 is our speed or the drift of our current. As simple as that, guys. We just need two vectors, from the GPS and the Doppler lag to plot. And it is basic, and this is actually critical, especially if you're a second officer and you want to really obtain the exact information, aside from you are receiving every single day about this forecast coming from with the routing, which by experience not always accurate as they should be. At least the prudent officer knows exactly, and I hope you learned something new on this, especially using ECDIS.
I do hope that it's clear and you're getting the basic operation in plotting the vector until you finally come up with the direction and the speed of your current. This is basic, yet it will be a prudent way so the vessel will be free from any claims, particularly for speed and the fuel consumption, if ever the vessel cannot attain to have the general speed all throughout the voyage what is required within your charter party. So, being a second officer, so you're expected to be a substantial supporting captain. So whatever happens, details are given accurately, and evidences can be tendered if required. So I think that's our for today, and I am gonna see you next time around.